Hello, it's me, ordinary girl trying to be fabulous, and it is December 21st, so it is the 21st day of Vlogmas, and I wanted to make a video about one of my favorite things, which is vintage items, and the stories behind them, or as much of the story as I know. Since it belonged to someone else, I have no idea exactly of the story unless it comes with a little bit of provenance. So, one of my favorite things is to collect um, gloves and handkerchiefs because collecting gloves and handkerchiefs, even though they're vintage, they're not that expensive. And my favorite pair of gloves is this pair, which is vintage. It's Founds cotton nylon, probably from the 1950s, back when women wore gloves with everything. Anyways, I wore this pair of gloves to the Downton Abbey movie opening. I say it like I went to the grand opening. No, I just went to a movie theater opening because I am that Downton Abbey fan. Downton Abbey is my favorite TV show, and when I went to the movie, I went in costume. So I had the gloves, the hat, cloche, and the coat, with the proper Mary Jane style shoes. And I had all those clothes, and it was September 12th, and it was very hot. That day was 105 degrees. But I knew when I was picking out my outfit for the Downton Abbey movie, I knew that it could be like 60 degrees and then it could be 100 degrees. And that day it decided to be 100 degrees. So that's one of my favorite pairs of gloves. I also have this pair of gloves that I bought from a little tea restaurant. I could put these on, but the woman who wore these gloves had very tiny hands, and I don't want to break them. So another thing I like is I like to collect handkerchiefs as well. So whenever I'm in Pensacola, I go to a thrift store, vintage resale store. It's a great place for vintage items, and I love handkerchiefs. Like, this is one of my favorites because it has the little appliques on it, the delicately hand stitched appliques. And I mean, I think it's really nice because I'm pretty sure that this is handmade. I don't think it's machine made, but it has the appliques on it. And I also, let me see, get this one. See, I love roses. That's one of my favorite handkerchiefs because of the roses. So pretty and so delicate. And the reason why I think they are handmade is because, back then when these handkerchiefs were made, a lady would learn how to make it look neat on the back too. I embroider. I tried cross stitching. That's not quite for me. I embroider, but I can't make it look nice on the back. Like, I would love to embroider handkerchiefs for all my friends, but I can't. I'm not really good at making it look nice on the back. I don't know if it's impatience or if it's just not in my wheelhouse. So my favorite handkerchief is this one because you can tell. See, and it says Georgiana on it. You can tell that this was made by a little girl probably just learning how to embroider because of the way the letters are spaced and the size and the shape of the letters, and how some of the letters are small and some of them are big. You can tell she really tried. And it's just I like the handkerchiefs with the names on them more because it's tied to someone. And whomever Georgiana was, uh, you can tell she tried really hard. I mean, and she might not have gotten it just right, but you flip it over and you can see how hard she worked on it, because you can't it also looks pretty good on the backside. So, something that I didn't get from a vintage store, but I really love and cherish, my Meemaw made for me. Okay, y'all who aren't from the South, a Meemaw is a grandma. But see, when kids were growing up in church a long time ago, and they didn't have children's church for little kids, and they had to sit through the regular grown-up service, and they didn't have smartphones or tablets either, mom would have a doll and would give the child a doll to play with. So this is a handkerchief doll that my Meemaw made, and it's one of my favorite, most cherished things. So I love it, and I've had it for years. I don't know when she made it, but it's just something that I just love so much. And another thing, I like textiles, because they're affordable. I don't really buy a lot of expensive things, like, generally my limit is like $20, depending on what it is. If it's a handkerchief or gloves, my limit is like 5 to 10, depending on the design and how interesting it is. So in Historic Savage Mill, they have a basement antique store, and this is handmade. It's a pillow sham, probably made by a young girl who was sewing things for her trousseau, so that when she got married, she would have plenty of pretty things. And if you look at it, see, it's got the pink ribbon, and it's got butterflies and flowers and vines. And it's just so pretty. And it came with a card that the owner of the little antique shop wrote with it. And it says, "Boudoir sham, butterflies hand embroidered with ribbon insertion." And it says it's a circa 1910 to 1920. So I just love that. I love textiles and things like that. Yeah, another item. I have no idea where it came from, but it is cross stitch, and it's one of my most favorite items. And it looks like simple cross stitch. It looks like it would be my about my speed, but I still love it. Is because it's a gray bunny. See, it's a gray bunny. And like I said, I mean, I have it. I have no idea where it came from. I have no idea who made it, but it's just one of my favorite things. I love cross stitch and embroidery. People who can cross stitch and make really difficult patterns, I salute you. Now, one of the items that I have no idea, how it ended up in a thrift store. I mean, I don't know, but it's not mine. I bought it for my dad. It was $5 or $6. And see, it's kind of heavy. I don't want to drop it because it's got one of the little things is broken off. But see, it's a flag. And I don't know how it ended up in a thrift store. I don't know if it was draped over someone's coffin, because as you can tell, the name plaque has been pried off of it. And it says Warrior Citizen Award of Excellence. And it also says U.S. Army. That's why I bought it for my dad, because he is U.S. Army retired. And it says Service to America, Global War on Terrorism. So I don't know how or why it ended up in a thrift store, but it did. And I mean, I told it. I mean, I know it's an inanimate object and it can't hear me, but I was like, I will find you a good home. You will be treasured where I'm going to take you. And yeah, and like the back part of it is broken off, so it I have to hold it very carefully because I don't want the flag to fall out of it. I don't know how to refold a flag, so I don't want the flag to fold out of it. So the final item that I have in my collection that I love, and it has a Christmas theme to it. Yeah, I had made another video and I twisted it and to play it, and so it wouldn't stop playing. So we're gonna see. I don't know. I'll show you the movement inside the box. But see, this is a Christmas item because this was a Christmas gift, and I found this at the thrift store. It's generally more than I would spend for this item because I know that you know what it was? I saw it and I loved it, and I asked if I could have it for my birthday because it's a little more expensive. Anyway, see, it's a music box. It's a Thorns music box. The print looks like it's from the 60s. It's a Thorns Swiss music box. And these music boxes were, where does it say? It says made in Switzerland, but on the bottom of the box, it says Thorns distributed by the Silverite Company, Brooklyn 16, New York. And it says made in Switzerland in the box. So I guess Brooklyn or Silverite sold these music boxes on behalf of Thorns. I'm not gonna play it because even if I just wind it up a little bit, it plays for a while. And even though I'm not monetized, I don't want a copyright strike. But see, Two Hearts in Waltz Time, Marchetta, Student Prince in Heidelberg. And it says made in Switzerland, AL 336. And if you look, see, that's the beautiful movement inside the box. You can see. And what makes this a Christmas story is that, or a Christmas box, is that this was a Christmas present for somebody and somehow it ended up in a thrift store. Yeah, it was a charity shop. So, see. So it says to blank. I'm not gonna say names. It says to blank. Whether this gift symbolizes only the prelude or only a brief interlude of romance, may it be a token of how much I wish you to become a very happy woman. May God bless you this Christmas and forever from one who will never forget you. Lovingly, blank. See, let me see. Put my fingers over their names. So it's really a sweet story. And he wrote his name and address on it, which obviously I'm not going to share because I'm sure even if this man doesn't live there, if the house still exists, somebody lives there. So yeah, so it was really neat, and it was a Christmas present, and now it's mine, and it's something I will cherish forever because it just has such a beautiful story with it. Although, I wonder what kind of story, and I'll never know, but I'll always love this box. And so that is my day 21 Vlogmas. And I just wanted to say, wow, this has been fun. And we're in the home stretch. And I cannot wait for the rest of the times. And I'll see you tomorrow. Or Livy Lou will see you tomorrow. Yeah, I think we're going to have a Livy Lou vlog tomorrow. So with that, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. And I really appreciate you because, thank you for giving me your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.